a number of people were then given the opportunity to participate within the context of assisting demons. Within that, obviously, we learned a lot about demon possession. We learned, as I said, that demon possession, or demons per se, were the result of specifically some emotional events during the physical lifetime that became obsessive. We also learned that demons transfer in curious ways, either through alcohol, drugs, or sex, or physical traumatic events. We also learned that there was body hoppers, that there's demons that would travel through time from one body to the next with a singular mission. The demons all had singular missions. It's as if they were trapped in time within their obsession, and this obsession continuously played out. So if it was particularly revenge and anger, they would actually play out revenge and anger through hundreds of years, continuously possessing people, and then taking over people at critical moments and even committing murder. Many of the people sitting in jails today did not commit the acts that they were accused of. They were possessed when it was actually happening. So when we realized that, we obviously realized that nobody is going to easily believe all of this. Because, the fear of demons is so extensive, and the disregard of the power of forgiveness is more extensive. I mean, I have yet to meet Christians that actually have applied forgiveness. They speak it, but they don't live it. That's why they would not dare to take on demons with forgiveness. I would suggest that one consider it very clearly that you are not actually applying forgiveness if you are not willing to trust it, even in the face of the deepest darkness. I mean, that is what forgiveness is for. There is nobody that is beyond forgiveness, even a demon, even Satan or the devil. We face Satan and the devil with forgiveness, and they applied forgiveness. So from that perspective, my perspective of God being almighty in a way as forgiveness did stand the test of time.
But did the demons offer a different look at the spirit world? Or they
Not initially. Initially, from my perspective, the demons, once they were clear, from my perspective, they returned to God. To me, God existed as the white light. I've had many gifts given by the white light, which I have tested, and they were real. So from my perspective, they were returning. I was living here. I had specifically disciplined myself to stick to my physical breath, because that I found was as a space within myself, within my world, that I could direct with ease. I can remain self-honest, and that is a part where I can have a directive impact in whatever I'm doing. So therefore I remained within my breath. So it was only much later, after we have been doing demons, assisting demons for a considerable amount of time already, something like 2 years, that before we, and where I've sometimes been called out to assist people, especially women which were attacked by demons that are sexually driven and that would rape them, or physically attack them. They would have a physical experience with the demon possession that's sexually based, which normally came from the husband when the husband has been sleeping around.
So you were sort of called in as an exorcist?
Yes, I would just go, but it was easy at this stage. I've been doing it so many times. I would simplistically find the demon and put it into me, and then so it assisted. Found that if you're insisting on forgiveness, because what I would insist on with the demon is that I'm willing to walk eternity with the demon and show them forgiveness if they're not willing to consider what I have to show to them. And I show them that I have done worse than they have done. I am equal in their badness, in their evil, in their darkness. I am also equal in the solution, which is forgiveness. So then I showed them that I'm willing to be their guardian for eternity with forgiveness. That in itself the demons regarded as something unusual, because nobody has ever been willing to offer their existence for a singular being to walk with them for eternity. And I could show that to them with certainty, because they could test me, meaning if you are certain about something, you're standing as it as eternity. So I would stand as eternity and show them that this is me eternally, at your service for one singular point, your forgiveness. Your letting go of that which has contained you, that which has bound you within your expression, which you call demonic. To let that go using forgiveness. So that's what I did. To me, that was no unusual point. It was simplistically common sense. That was, to me, what was implied by all the teachings of Jesus, all the teachings of forgiveness. It was implied that forgiveness is the tool that breaks the bonds of all limitation, darkness, whatever you want to call it. So, in that time, as you were doing the forgiveness things, the portal opened. Now, obviously, I had at that stage some serious questions I would want to ask God and heaven. I was fairly satisfied at that stage with proof that I've had that the reptilians existed, that they were real.
Reptilian?
Yeah, that they were real, because I've tested that already on various points.
Okay,